many of us spend our days trying so hard to make something happen, to manifest love, money, peace, or success. We push, we struggle, and we affirm with a little bit of fear hiding underneath, what if it doesn't work? But manifestation is not about forcing. It is about remembering. You are not trying to create something new. You are allowing what already belongs to you to flow into your life. The universe has already said yes to your desires. You don't have to chase what's yours. You only have to align with it. Everything you desire already exists in the unseen realm. The love you seek, the abundance you crave, the peace you long for, they are not far away waiting for you to earn them. They are here, now, vibrating in the field of infinite potential, patiently waiting for you to remember who you truly are. You are not separate from your desires. You are one with them. You are not a beggar asking life for blessings. You are a creator allowing what is already yours to be revealed. When we say that creation is already complete, we are acknowledging a profound spiritual truth. Every possible reality already exists in consciousness. The universe, in its infinite wisdom, has already created everything that could ever be imagined. You do not need to create something new. You only need to align yourself with the version of reality that contains what you desire. Imagine life as a vast ocean filled with infinite waves. Each wave represents a different possibility, and all you must do is tune your energy to the wave that carries your dream. Think of electricity. It is always present, even when the light is off. The power is there, available, complete. You don't need to invent electricity, you only need to flip the switch. Manifestation works in the same way. You are not building something from scratch. You are turning your awareness toward the frequency where your desire already exists. The moment you asked, the answer was created. The universe said yes instantly. The only reason you might not see it yet is because your attention is still focused on the absence of it rather than the presence of it. When you believe that you must work tirelessly, strive endlessly, or prove yourself worthy of your desire, you unknowingly step into resistance. You are affirming through your effort that what you want is not yet here. But the moment you understand that it's already done, everything begins to shift. You move from anxiety to ease, from doubt to faith, from striving to allowing. You begin to live from the vibration of trust instead of fear. Creation is not a process of forcing, it is a process of remembering. You remember that abundance is your natural state. You remember that love flows to you because you are love itself. You remember that success is not something to chase, it is a reflection of your inner alignment. The universe responds to your vibration, not your words. And when your vibration says, "I already have it," you magnetize the very experiences that mirror that truth. Close your eyes for a moment and imagine that everything you desire has already arrived. Feel the peace that comes with knowing you are supported. Feel the gratitude that naturally arises when you release the need to struggle. That feeling, that calm certainty, is the energy of completion. The more you dwell in it, the faster your outer world reorganizes to match your inner world. You don't have to see it to believe it, you must believe it to see it. The physical world is just a mirror of your inner consciousness. Every time you affirm lack, you see more lack reflected back to you. Every time you affirm abundance, love, or joy, you see more of those qualities flowing into your experience. The mirror doesn't decide what to show you, you do. So stop thinking of manifestation as a race or a task to accomplish. It is not about getting anything, it is about becoming the person who realizes it's already here. Each time you let go of doubt and rest in trust, you shift closer to the reality that holds your dream. Life is not withholding anything from you. The universe is not testing you. It is simply waiting for your energy to match what you've asked for. Remember, creation is not something that happens outside of you. It happens through you, as you. When you rest in the knowing that everything you desire already exists, you begin to live in harmony with the infinite. The pressure dissolves, the fear fades, and peace takes its place. In that peace, Miracles unfold effortlessly because you are no longer asking for what is yours. You are allowing yourself to receive it. Desperation is a silent signal to the universe that says, I don't believe I can have what I desire. It's a vibration of lack, of fear, of doubt. When you desire something deeply and feel the need to chase it, control it, or cling to it, you are unknowingly affirming that it's not yet yours. The energy of desperation keeps you stuck in a cycle of waiting and worrying, while the energy of trust opens the door to receiving with ease. Letting go of desperation does not mean giving up on your dreams. It means releasing the tension that blocks them from flowing into your life. It means shifting from a state of grasping to a state of allowing. When you're desperate, your energy is tight and anxious. You're constantly checking for signs, questioning whether it's working, and trying to force the timing. But when you release that energy, when you breathe and say, I trust that what I desire is on its way, everything begins to relax. The universe moves in, and the flow of manifestation becomes natural again. Desperation is born from the illusion of separation, the idea that what you want is far away from you. You begin to believe that there's a distance between you and your desire, that you must work harder or prove your worth to close the gap. But in truth, there is no gap. You are connected to everything you desire through energy. The moment you align with that energy through peace, gratitude, and faith, you draw it toward you effortlessly. Imagine holding a handful of sand tightly in your fist. The tighter you squeeze, the more sand slips through your fingers. But when you open your hand gently, the sand stays. The same is true for manifestation. The harder you try to control it, the more resistance you create. But when you let go, you make space for it to arrive naturally. The universe responds not to your fear, but to your calm certainty. When you feel desperate, it's often because you're focused on the absence of what you want. You may keep thinking, why isn't it here yet? Or what if it never happens? Those thoughts generate an emotional vibration that keeps you stuck in waiting mode. Instead, shift your focus to appreciation. Find reasons to be grateful now, even before your desire manifests. Gratitude lifts your vibration instantly. It tells the universe, I trust you. I know I'm supported. Letting go is not an act of weakness, it's an act of faith. It's saying, I no longer need to chase what's already mine. You begin to trust the divine timing of your life, knowing that everything unfolds at the perfect moment. You stop comparing your journey to others and instead find peace in your own path. You stop begging life for miracles and start expecting them quietly, confidently, joyfully. When you let go of desperation, you come back to the present moment, and the present moment is where all power resides. The energy of trying too hard lives in the future, in the space of I'll be happy when, but the energy of trust lives in the now, where you can breathe and say, I am whole, I am enough. Everything I need is unfolding beautifully. Think of a flower blooming. It does not force its petals open before its time. It simply allows itself to be nourished by the sun, the soil, and the rain. You are no different. Your desires are seeds planted in divine soil. When you nurture them with faith and patience instead of desperation, they blossom naturally, without strain. Desperation blocks energy. Surrender releases it. When you stop clinging, your energy expands. When you stop doubting, your vibration rises. And when your vibration rises, everything you've been seeking begins to find its way to you. So breathe. Relax your heart. Remind yourself that nothing meant for you will ever pass you by. You don't need to chase what's divinely aligned with you. It's already moving towards you. Let go of the need to control the process. Let go of the fear that it won't happen. Trust that the universe knows the perfect way and the perfect time. Feeling the feeling of already having what you desire is the secret doorway to manifestation. It bridges the gap between imagination and reality, between wishing and receiving. When you allow yourself to feel as though your desire is already fulfilled, You align your energy with the frequency of having rather than wanting. You stop sending out vibrations of lack and start radiating the energy of abundance, joy, and completion. The universe responds to vibration, not words, and your emotions are your language of creation. So often, people wait to feel good until something arrives. They say, I'll be happy when I get the job. I'll feel loved when I meet the right person. I'll feel peaceful when the problem is solved. But that's not how manifestation works. You must feel the happiness first, the love first, the peace first. Only then can those outer experiences show up to mirror your inner state. The emotion comes before the evidence. Close your eyes for a moment and imagine your desire as already done. If it's love, imagine yourself embraced by the warmth of that relationship. Feel the laughter, the connection, the peace that comes from being cherished. If it's abundance, imagine the relief of financial freedom, the joy of knowing you are always supported. Feel the gratitude of seeing your needs met and your heart open. The more vividly you can feel it, the faster you align with it. Your subconscious mind cannot tell the difference between what is vividly imagined and what is real. When you consistently feel that something is already yours, your mind begins to accept it as truth, and your outer world rearranges to match that belief. This practice is not about pretending or forcing emotion. It's about gently guiding your awareness into a state of trust and joy. It's about creating an emotional home that matches the energy of your dreams. You don't have to fake it. You simply choose to dwell in the vibration of having. You begin to speak, act, and think from the version of you who already possesses everything you once longed for. When you feel the feeling of already having it, your heart expands. You stop grasping and start allowing. You stop chasing and start attracting. The desperation that once surrounded your desire dissolves because in your energy field, it's already done. You are no longer a seeker. You are a receiver. This is the true meaning of faith. Faith is not blind hope. It is the emotional certainty that what you desire is on its way, even if you can't yet see it. This emotional alignment is powerful because the universe mirrors back to you the energy you hold most consistently. If you feel joyful, grateful, and abundant, you draw experiences that match those vibrations. If you feel anxious, doubtful, or impatient, you attract situations that reinforce those feelings. That's why it's so important to train your emotional state to match the reality you wish to live in. The external world is a reflection of your internal state. You can practice this feeling in simple, quiet moments throughout your day. When you wake up, take a deep breath and whisper, "It's already mine." When you walk, imagine you're walking in the energy of fulfillment. When you see others succeed, celebrate them as proof that your own success is also possible. Live as though your dream is already true, not through effort, but through emotion. The more often you return to this feeling, the easier it becomes. You begin to notice small signs of alignment, little moments of synchronicity that confirm you're on the right path. These signs are reflections of your inner shift. They're gentle reminders from the universe saying, keep going. You are in harmony with your desire. When you feel the feeling of already having it, you are no longer waiting for life to deliver happiness. You are radiating it now. You are not asking the universe for proof. You are providing the proof through your own vibration. And as you stay in that feeling, the physical manifestation becomes inevitable. So allow yourself to feel abundant now, feel loved now, feel safe, fulfilled, and grateful now. That is how you magnetize your desires into your life. You don't chase them, you become the energy of them. And when you become the energy of what you seek, life has no choice but to mirror it back to you in divine and perfect timing. Detaching from the outcome is one of the most powerful yet misunderstood aspects of manifestation. Many people believe that letting go means giving up, but that's not the truth. Letting go is not surrendering your desire. It's releasing your fear about how or when it will arrive. Detachment is an act of trust. It's saying to the universe, I know you've heard me, and I trust that you're already working on it. It's the peaceful confidence that what is meant for you cannot be lost. When you are attached to the outcome, you create energetic tension. You start monitoring, overthinking, and worrying about every little sign. You ask questions like, when will it happen? Why isn't it here yet? What if it never comes? Those thoughts send out a vibration of uncertainty, and uncertainty blocks the natural flow of manifestation. The universe responds to clarity and calm, not anxiety and control. The moment you detach, you open the path for your desire to move freely toward you. Think of planting a seed in the ground. Once you've planted it, you don't dig it up every day to see if it's growing. You trust the process. You water it, give it sunlight, and wait patiently, knowing that nature takes care of the rest. The same principle applies to your desires. When you obsess over them or constantly look for evidence, it's like disturbing the soil. You interrupt the natural unfolding. Detachment allows the roots of your manifestation to grow strong beneath the surface before you see the bloom. Attachment often comes from fear. The fear that if you don't hold on tightly, you'll lose what you want. But that fear is an illusion. What's meant for you will always find its way to you. Detaching does not mean you stop caring. It means you stop worrying. It means you choose peace over panic, faith over fear. You stop demanding that life happen on your schedule and start trusting divine timing. Every delay is divine preparation. Every pause is a moment for alignment. When you detach, you allow yourself to live in the present moment instead of constantly projecting into the future. You no longer base your happiness on whether or not your desire has arrived. You learn to enjoy the journey instead of waiting for the destination. The vibration of joy, peace, and gratitude keeps your energy open and magnetic. The vibration of impatience and control closes you off. The universe delivers most easily to a relaxed heart. Detachment also means releasing your attachment to how your desire will come. Sometimes we create mental pictures of exactly how things must unfold, and when it doesn't go that way, we feel disappointed. But the universe often has a far better plan than the one we imagine. The how is not your responsibility. Your responsibility is to stay aligned, peaceful, and open. When you detach from the need to control the details, you make space for miracles. Unexpected blessings that appear in ways you couldn't have planned. Detachment is freedom. It's the feeling of knowing that you don't need to chase or force anything. You can breathe deeply and say, I trust that what's meant for me will arrive in the perfect way at the perfect time. That statement alone shifts your vibration instantly. It moves you from tension to relaxation, from doubt to faith. And in that relaxed energy, everything begins to flow more smoothly. The more you detach, the more signs of alignment you'll begin to notice. People, opportunities, and circumstances start falling into place without your effort. You'll realize that manifestation isn't about controlling, it's about cooperating with the natural rhythm of life. So release the need to know when or how. Let go of the endless checking and wondering. Instead, return to peace, gratitude, and presence. Keep living your life with joy. Keep showing up as the version of yourself who already trusts in divine timing. That energy is magnetic. It tells the universe, I'm ready to receive. When you detach from the outcome, you make room for your desire to arrive effortlessly. You step out of the way and let the magic unfold. Trust that the universe never forgets your order. Trust that everything is unfolding exactly as it should. When you release control, you step into the flow. And in the flow, everything you desire finds its way home to you. Living as if you already have what you desire is one of the most transformative practices on your journey to manifestation. It is not about pretending or forcing. It is about embodying the energy, mindset, and emotions of the person who already lives your dream. When you live as if your desire is already real, you shift from waiting for your blessing to walking in it. The universe mirrors back who you are being, not what you are wanting. By living as if it's already yours, you send a clear, unwavering signal of faith and alignment. Most people spend their days affirming what they don't have. They say, I'm waiting for love, or I hope money comes soon. But those statements reinforce the energy of waiting and hoping, not having. When you live as if it's already done, you are no longer asking for something in the future. You are declaring it as a truth in the present. This shift from I want to I am changes everything. You stop living from lack and start living from abundance. To live as if means to become emotionally, mentally, and energetically aligned with your desired reality. If you desire love, act and think as someone who is already loved. Speak kindly to yourself. Treat your body with care. Walk with confidence, knowing you are cherished and valued. If you desire financial freedom, stop speaking lack. Begin to feel abundant, even with what you have now. Appreciate the money that flows into your life, however small. Gratitude multiplies everything it touches. Living as if does not mean ignoring your current circumstances. It means not allowing them to define your future. Your outer reality is a reflection of your inner state, so when you shift your inner identity, the external world begins to rearrange itself in response. Every great change starts on the inside. The moment you start thinking, feeling, and acting like the person you wish to become, life starts aligning you with the experiences that match that version of you. Think of an actor preparing for a role. They don't just memorize the lines. They step fully into the character. They think, move, and feel as that person would. When you do the same in your own life, you begin to reshape your subconscious beliefs. The mind doesn't distinguish between what is vividly imagined and what is physically real. So when you live as if you already have it, your subconscious begins to accept it as your truth, and soon reality catches up. This practice requires faith, not evidence. You may not see immediate changes, but that's because energy shifts before form does. The unseen world moves first. The more consistently you align your thoughts, emotions, and actions with your desired reality, the sooner it will materialize. Living as if is the bridge between the invisible and the visible. It can begin with small symbolic actions. If you are manifesting a new home, start organizing your space as though you're preparing to move into it. If you are manifesting a new job, dress and carry yourself like someone already successful in that role. If you're manifesting love, fill your environment with the energy of partnership. Fresh flowers, 2 cups instead of 1, loving words instead of longing. These small shifts communicate to your subconscious mind that you are ready. Living as if is a declaration of trust. It tells the universe, I already know it's done. I don't need to chase it because it's already mine. That energy of certainty is magnetic. You become the vibration of your desire. And because the universe always matches energy, your outer life begins to reflect your inner conviction. So start now. Step into the version of yourself who already lives the life you're dreaming of. Speak with confidence, walk with grace, and give thanks as though the miracle has already arrived. Every moment you live as if, you strengthen your connection to that reality. You no longer wait for signs. You become the sign. When you live as if you already have it, you dissolve all separation between you and your desire. You move from wanting to being, from hoping to knowing. And when you know, when you live that knowing every day, the universe cannot help but make it real. Relaxing into the flow of life is an act of deep spiritual trust. It is the moment when you stop fighting against what is and begin to move in harmony with it. Most of us have been taught to push, to strive, to control every detail of our lives, believing that constant effort is the only way to succeed. But true power lies not in struggle, it lies in surrender. When you relax into the flow, you stop forcing outcomes and start allowing life to carry you toward what is meant for you. You understand that everything has its rhythm, its timing, and its purpose. There is an invisible intelligence guiding everything in the universe. The planets move effortlessly. The seasons change without resistance. The ocean flows without hesitation. Nothing in nature is rushed, yet everything is accomplished. You are part of that same divine rhythm. When you trust it, peace replaces anxiety and clarity replaces confusion. You begin to realize that life is not against you. It is always working for your highest good, even when you cannot see how. Relaxing into the flow doesn't mean being passive or careless. It means doing what you can and releasing what you cannot control. It's the balance between inspired action and peaceful surrender. When you act from a place of tension or fear, your energy becomes heavy and chaotic. But when you act from peace, everything flows with ease. You attract opportunities naturally because your vibration is open and aligned. The flow of life always carries you in the right direction when you stop resisting it. So many of us are afraid to let go because we equate control with safety. We believe that if we don't plan every detail, things might fall apart. But in truth, it's often our need to control that blocks blessings from arriving. When you cling too tightly, you leave no space for the universe to surprise you. Relaxation allows divine timing to unfold. It creates room for miracles. Think of a river. When you're caught in the current, the more you fight, the more exhausted you become. But when you allow yourself to float, the current carries you effortlessly downstream. The river knows where it's going. You just have to trust it. Life works the same way. You don't need to struggle to reach your destination. When you surrender your need to know every step, life begins to guide you effortlessly through intuition, synchronicity, and signs. Relaxing into the flow is also about being present. The mind often wants to race into the future or replay the past, but peace lives only in this moment. When you bring your awareness back to now, this breath, this feeling, this experience, you align with the flow. The present moment is where your power resides. From this stillness, you can hear the quiet whispers of your intuition, guiding you with gentle clarity. There will be times when things seem uncertain or when plans don't go as expected. In those moments, remind yourself that the universe is never making mistakes. Sometimes delays are protection. Sometimes redirections are blessings. What feels like an ending may simply be the space before a new beginning. When you relax into life, you stop labeling experiences as good or bad. You start to see them as necessary steps in your unfolding journey. You were never meant to carry the weight of everything alone. You were meant to co-create with the divine. When you soften your grip and release resistance, you make space for that higher wisdom to move through you. Relaxation is not a weakness. It is strength born from faith. It says, I don't have to know everything right now. I trust that everything I need will be revealed when it's time. As you relax into the flow, you'll notice that life begins to feel lighter. The right people appear, the right doors open. Solutions reveal themselves without struggle. You begin to live in harmony with the current of divine intelligence, knowing that you are always being carried toward your highest path. So breathe deeply. Let go of the tension in your mind and heart. Stop trying to swim upstream. Allow yourself to float in the gentle rhythm of life. Trust that the current knows where to take you. When you relax into the flow, you don't lose control, you gain peace. And from that peace, everything you've ever desired begins to arrive in its perfect time and perfect way.